What's up everyone, Alan Morrow here and welcome to another studio tip. Today I just want to show you something that one of my clients was having a bit of an issue with in terms of his leads. We were going through his track and sort of fixing certain elements up and stuff, and he had a lead which was sounding sort of a little bit thin. It had quite a bit of harshness to the top end, which was obviously making it sound a little bit more thin again. So what he had done was he had turned to his EQ to sort of pull out some of the higher frequencies. Now, I've just tried to sort of quickly replicate here with a melody and the synth, a similar synth sound to what he had. So you can have a little quick listen. So you can hear there's quite a lot of harsh high-end frequencies and stuff in there. So what he had done, he had turned to the his EQ, which is okay. You can do this obviously to sort of remove some of these sort of frequencies, and he had pulled a lot of the sort of high end out to sort of compensate for those harsh frequencies, such like this. Which is a fine way to do it, and it can definitely work. But what I'd explained to him to do was maybe try to go back to the original sound source and see if we can sort of fix the issue there. Because when you're EQing here, it's obviously then EQing out the nice elements of this lead as well. And we don't necessarily always want to do that. So what you got to try and remember is this this lead sound is made up of other layers. So what we decided to do was go in and find the problem children inside that sort of synth sound and fix it there rather than turning to the EQ. So when I opened up his preset, as I say, I've tried to sort of replicate what was sort of there. We noticed that in part B he had a noise oscillator and also an oscillator which was quite high up in the frequency range, which is sort of giving it that bit of a cheap sound. So if I just play the lead for you again, just play it here. So So what we then did was we went into part B and we started to solo this. So I noticed because of the noise oscillator there and the high-end frequency octave saw wave, I soloed this part B to have a little listen to this and sort of really get into the sort of nitty-gritty of it all and see where the issues were coming from. So if you just listen to this part B, it's very sort of high-end. It's got a bit of a cheap sort of sound to it. If you go to part A, that's where the sort of body of the sound was sort of coming from. So we went into sort of part B, and just two very simple things just sort of helped the whole lead sound. We pulled the volume right down and totally removed the noise oscillator, and we also came in and pulled the octave down of this saw wave here in part B, and it just overly improved the whole lead sound massively. So if I just come back and put them back to where they were, you can hear the difference, and I'll pull them out as it's actually playing as well, so you can actually hear it changing in real time. So this is originally what it sounded like. So without having to go and even touch the EQ, we've managed to sort of fix the sound at the source, which is a great way to sort of really get the best out of your sounds and sort of, help improve them. So I hope this helps you sort of look at your sounds in a bit of a slightly different way. Rather than just sort of turning to the EQ, because as I said, that is then going to cut out parts of the actual synth that we do like as well. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Please hit the subscribe and like button if you have enjoyed this video. It really helps sort of build the channel. I do want to try and build the channel a lot more this year, so please put a comment in the section below if you've ever thought about doing this approach before, or what sort of approaches that you do to sort of fix your lead sounds, or any sort of sounds for that matter. And yeah, let's sort of get some back and forth chats going on here as well. If you haven't yet done so, please head over to the alanmorrowstudios.com to also, if you want to get in-depth production tips, exclusive tips and stuff like that sent directly to your inbox by joining the AM Studios production community. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.